All right, cool. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Midweek Athlete Pod. We don't have the stupid ass
Divisional.
clap today. We don't have the jingle. We're doing it all online. So fellas, how y'all
Wow, no
feeling?
stupid ass clout.
um,
Anyway,
hey, well, Willie, I mean, if you want to do the clap, you can. I mean, you can do the clap. There we go. Wes, give me my jingle. Let's do it.
that stupid ass clap.
Yeah.
That stupid ass clap. I
Yeah.
can't clap too loud because I'm in these kids' room. Let's get the show started.
What's up, everybody? Like I said, welcome back to another episode. We just gonna jump right into it. So fellas, NFL divisional game predictions. I mean, it's a big weekend. A lot of legacies are on the line. So we're just gonna start with the NFC first because there's one that I definitely want to say for last. Uh, Lions and Commanders. Just go.
Lions. Lions should just smoke them. Like, they had
Just
a hard
smoke
ball
them.
game last week. Yeah, Lions should just smoke them. I mean, they're gonna have some of their defensive weapons back now. They had a week with like a couple of weeks off. You know what I'm saying? So they're
Hmm.
gonna be full throttle. You know, then we got the coach of the year this year, who I believe should be coach of the year. If he's not, and Dan Campbell, he gonna come out with some plays.
Hmm.
He gonna
Wes.
come out with
I
plays,
mean,
man.
Washington's not gonna win this game. Washington couldn't really stop Tampa last week. They really just held the ball for longer than Tampa. They never really stopped them for real. I don't really see them stopping Detroit. Gibbs is about to go crazy.
And Montgomery comes back. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah. Montgomery comes back plus yeah, that's way too much.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
way too much firepower for the Commanders.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Detroit on this one too. I mean, I don't see what the Commanders can really do to stop them. So I'm gonna stick
I
with
mean,
Detroit on this one.
they get
So,
the best hopes of the Commanders is actually winning this game is just try to go point for point for them. That's the
that's
best way.
it.
That's the best way
but
you can do it.
but the thing is, do y'all think that they can, or at least that they have the firepower to go point for point with them?
Well, right now the way,
Yeah,
yeah, they do. They definitely have
yeah.
the firepower to go point for them. Lauren is having he's low key been one of he's a might be in a top five receiver this year, and people are not even talking about it. Or
Mm,
top 10. Top five is going to reach top 10. He was a top 10 receiver this year, and people are not even talking about him.
yeah, I mean
Yeah,
that's
he
a
been
point.
cooking this year. He been
Yeah, he
cooking.
sure has. He sure
And
has.
I don't
All
trust
right.
Dan Quinn either. I trust Dan Campbell way more than Dan Quinn for so
Yeah,
many reasons.
definitely.
Well, I think we know why you don't trust Dan Quinn, but we can save that for another day. All right. So then the next NFC matchup, Eagles and Rams. What y'all got?
Eagles.
I want to
Uh,
pick the Rams,
I do
but
too. I really do.
Puka
Y'all picking the
Nakua
Rams?
got hurt again. So man, I think the Eagles might just win this game.
The Eagles going to win the game. Now, see, this is not going to be an easy game for the Eagles to win, though. It's not one
No,
bit. Like, it's going to be a very close, rigged game. It's not going to be because this game is literally going to be based off the trenches.
Hmm.
yeah,
Like it's gonna be the Rams D line versus the Eagles O line, and then vice versa. It's gonna be based on who can get their running game off better first.
But I mean, would y'all
Our
say
running
that the
game
X
is
factor is Jalen Hurts? I mean, just
not.
because he hasn't really been throwing the ball all
no.
that well.
No, the X factor is literally the O
No.
line and D line. Whoever can get their push, whoever's making the better push.
Okay.
Goddard could have a big game Saturday. Is it Saturday? No, Sunday. Sunday.
Here I can
So
check.
Goddard could have a really huge
Sunday.
game because
He
Hawkinson
said
was
Sunday
getting
too.
open in that Monday night game. It's just, Sam Darnold was being Sam Darnold. So
And more seeing go.
Yeah.
Dallas Goddard could eat. And Kyron, they got to get Kyron going on the ground.
Mm.
They
Well,
have to.
I mean, I didn't realize Puka got hurt again. So I mean, I guess with that, then I'll probably ride with Philly too. So we'll see. I mean, I think. I think it'll probably be a little bit closer than what people expect. I mean, I don't anticipate it being a blowout. I mean, do y'all?
Nah, they're gonna win this
No.
game by 3 to 5
Nah,
points. They're gonna win this game by 3 to 5 points.
Okay. Well,
the way the Jalen's been throwing it, there's no way they route LA again. 'Cause they did that in the regular season.
hmm Yeah. Well, we shall see. All right. All right. So then AFC, Texans versus Chiefs. This is an interesting one to me, but I want to hear y'all's thoughts.
Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm still riding with what I said last week. I don't think the
Yeah.
Texans are really should be here. So I don't think this is gonna go well.
Texas. I can't say the Texans should be here. They made it this far, so hey, they you know what I'm saying, they are
Did they
for
make it this far, or did Justin Herbert have them make it this far? Because that's
their
a real
defense.
conversation we need to start having at this point.
Their defense made them this far. Their defense really. I mean, Justin Herbert, bro. Did he have a bad game? Yes. Lad
Yes.
Yeah.
went off.
Yes, he
Lad went
did.
off. I know. Just yeah, I'm saying. Justin Herbert, did he have a bad game? Yeah. Lad went off. But I think it's kudos to their defense really for they Bill Belichick them. Either one
hmm
player's going off or nobody. You know what I'm saying? Either they let one player go off and shut down the rest of the team.
Justin Herbert was atrocious.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he was really, really bad. I mean, people in the
He was
comments was
bad. I
on my
mean,
ass, boy. Jesus Christ.
dog, they was like so mad. I still don't believe in the Texans. The Texans have like just given me nothing to feel secure about them.
Yeah,
hmm
that's what I was saying all season. They have no identity. It's nothing on their
Right.
offense. They don't have no offensive identity. It's like, are they a running team
And
or a passing team or a balanced team? Like, what are they like? And
and Joe
that's what
Mixon's
one
ankle
thing.
injury flared up again. He didn't practice today.
And
And
then
that's
on
what
top of that, I mean, you got Stephon Diggs hurt, Tank Dell hurt. So I mean, they don't really
Hurt.
have a lot of weapons, and we all know who CJ Stroud's going to throw the ball to. He's going to throw it to Nico the whole game. So
Nico's
I
gonna
mean,
eat
if
regardless.
you're
He gets open. Nico's good. He gets open. He gets to his
right,
spots. He gonna eat regardless.
Yeah, Nico gonna
yeah.
get his. That's gonna happen.
Do you think,
But
but do y'all think before we switch it up that with Nico or with the Chiefs, do you think that they should like shade Nico and like double him so that way like all like try to force everybody else to beat him
let me tell
basically?
you what's gonna happen in this ball game.
Mm-mm.
CJ Stroud is not gonna have no time to be trying to hit Nico. That D
Okay.
line is gonna be all over that O line. The Texans O line is terrible. That is
hmm
literally their weakest sauce. And guess what's the strong suit of the Chiefs? The D line. So Chris Jones and Cole is literally about to come in.
Coming.
I'm running the. They should run the ball a lot. The Texans should run the ball a lot. Remember, Chris Jones did have that calf injury. I know he's had time
Good
off,
point.
but let's test it. Let's see if you can push and pull and move off that calf. Let's see it. Besides
hmm
letting you pass rush, like we gonna get our head beat in. We let you pass rush. They
Yeah,
should probably run Mixon to death.
CJ
Yeah.
Stroud's not gonna have the time to throw the ball. Like it's that first quarter the Chargers did to him where they was all over him. Yeah, it's gonna probably be like 4 quarters like that. But
I
initially,
most definitely agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we shall see. Uh, I'm a ride with the Chiefs too on this one. I mean, but the thing is with the Chiefs, they like this year they didn't really blow anybody out. Like I'm not saying that they're like not in playoff mode or anything like that because obviously they've had a good stretch off, but they
but
haven't really.
they're not a great offensive team. They're a great defensive team. No great defensive team
Yeah,
blows nobody out.
yeah, but I mean compared to years past when they were torching people, you haven't
I
really seen
know.
that this year though.
That's when they were a great offensive team. You're comparing to them of those years ago. Like they're a new team. They're a defensive minded team first. That's how they win their ball games by playing defense and go get us 2 to 3 touchdowns. We don't need to go score 5 touchdowns no more. We don't have that firepower to do that. But we do have the defense to hold other teams to 3 touchdowns.
Last
Yeah.
question: do y'all think that this game is another one of those where you said about the Commanders where they'll right where the Texans would have to go point for point with them?
No.
No, this
No,
is like this defense is so
no.
good. This defense is so good.
The defense can stop the Chiefs' offense. That's not really the problem. It's the fact that the Texans don't have Tank, don't have Stephon. Joe
hmm
Mixon is hurt, ankle is hurt again. Like that's not. It's just they just don't have enough weapons. That's the problem.
Bottom line, they don't have enough weapons. All right, and then to round out this divisional round, oh, go ahead.
And it's gonna be in Kansas City, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be cold in a mug, boy.
Not as
Ain't
cold
no
as
way.
this one coming up, boy.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah, I know. Anyway, to close out this divisional round, Bills versus Ravens. Two quarterbacks whose legacies are on the line. I mean, Wes, obviously you've been very adamant on this one. So, I mean, I'll let you start it off. Bills versus Ravens.
It's A-Ball. It's Omar. It's that boy, Lamar Jackson. They're going to go up to Buffalo. They are going to win this game. And Lamar is going to walk away from here, headed to Kansas City with another MVP in the trunk, solacing his critics. He is officially the second best quarterback in this league, and it will no longer be a debate.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to go to Kansas City next week, beat Mahomes on his way to his first championship. I really don't think that Buffalo has a path to win this game. They don't have good enough wide receivers to test the secondary. James Cook is very good, but are you really going to be able to run against Baltimore enough to win this ball game? And most importantly, Josh Allen has cut down on his turnovers this year. But as we've
Mm-hmm.
seen in the first round with Justin Herbert, Sam Darnold, guys like that have the turnover gene in them, which is exactly what Josh Allen has. I think this game is going to come down to a critical Josh Allen turnover, and Lamar and the Ravens will have to capitalize, and I think they will.
Yeah.
Evers.
I have nothing to fault with him when he's saying team versus team. They already beat him in the regular season. Do I think he's gonna get the MVP? I'm not mad who gets the MVP, so I don't really care who wins the MVP.
Oh, first team All Pro, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I heard
First
that.
team All Pro.
But we had to go. No, he won't be the first player to go first team All Pro and not win the MVP. You know what I'm saying? He won't be the first quarterback to do that. But
You're
like,
right. He won't be the first quarterback to not be first team All Pro and win MVP. You are right, sir. He is going to win MVP and be first team All Pro.
sorry, man. Uh, but the Bills, see, they have a real chance of winning? Mm, I say it's like 70-30. They gotta pull out everything out of their hat to go beat
Mm-hmm.
them. Now, see,
Mhm.
what's crazy is they did have the Chiefs this year. So it's like,
They did.
can they do that? Can they do that? What they did against the Chiefs against the Ravens? Can they learn from their mistakes they played when they played the Ravens earlier in the season and play actually good football? That's what they need. They had to play good 4 quarters football for them to win this ball game. Other than that, Lamar and Derrick Henry are gonna run all over them.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I mean, I guess my next question to y'all is that if Lamar were to lose, right, what would that do for Lamar's legacy moving forward?
It would damage it a lot.
Damage it a
You think
lot
so? You think
A
so?
lot. The MVPs wouldn't matter anymore at that point.
Because
like,
now the question would be if he could win in the Super Bowl, right?
Correct.
no, not even.
And he
I'm
lost it.
sorry,
It's who
if he
he
could get
lost
if he could get
to.
to the
Yeah, can he get to the Super Bowl? That's what would be the question. Like, can he even get to the Super Bowl? Because then people could be like, the argument is going to be, well, Joe Burrow already went to the Super Bowl. You
Yeah.
know what
hmm
I'm saying? Jalen
Josh
Hurts already
Allen
went
went
to
to
the
a
Super Bowl.
conference, and Josh Allen went to a conference championship. So it's like
This would be his
like
second. If he beats Lamar, it's his second.
yeah, and it's like everybody around you has like gotten to that point, and yet you're still right here. And so I don't know.
Correct.
I just think it's crazy because like his first round playoffs, like I mean he's stellar, right? And then it's like right when you get to that second round, it's like he just drove off a cliff. Like his numbers are bad, like they lose and etc.
But
So
who did he
I
lost
don't
to
know.
like, in 1 year? Was the Titans when he just was just
Yeah,
The
on?
Titans.
when they were the
It was
one
a, it,
seed, yeah, his first
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
MVP.
It was the Titans.
um,
So I don't know. I mean.
Derrick Henry went crazy that night.
Yeah, and ironically, they're on the same team now. So it's funny. It's funny how the tables have turned on that one. So,
yeah.
But can I ask y'all a question?
uh-huh.
Like Lamar wins this Super Bowl. Y'all know what that means, right? He would have then win. He kept Joe Burrow out the playoffs because he beat him twice. Joe Burrow wins
Mm-hmm.
one of those games. Bengals are in.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He sent the Steelers home.
Mm-hmm.
He's who he struggled against. He would beat Josh Allen in Buffalo,
Mhm.
and he would beat Mahomes in Kansas City, plus whatever quarterback comes out the NFC
Come
in
out
the
the
Super
NFC.
Bowl. Like, you gotta start having a question, man. Like, who would you
Nah,
rather
he
have
probably
at that point?
at that point he would be the second best quarterback of all time. I mean, not all time, second best quarterback in the league.
In the league. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't think there'd be any question about
And you
that.
can't arguably you still at the end of the day you still can't put him over Patrick.
No,
Yeah, no,
I'm
no, 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 no,
saying
no,
you
no.
start
Patrick
having
is the only one
conversations
that
about
would
who would you have because you have to put him in the top 10 at that point. If he has
Hmm.
3
over
MVPs
who
and a Super
over who.
Bowl, he's in the top 10 of all time.
Yeah.
Is he one
Yeah,
Super Bowl and three
yes.
MVP? I mean, there's other players that have kind of like similar stats to that.
Ooh,
Steve Young has like 2 to 3 MVPs, don't he?
Steve Young has, I think, 1 MVP and 1 Super Bowl. I
Nah,
know he has 1 Super Bowl for
he has
sure.
way more
Well,
than
as a starter, he has another Super
yeah.
Bowl, but he wasn't a starter.
But see, can you fact check that real quick?
Dan Marino never won a Super
Willie,
Bowl.
Willie, fact check that.
Big Ben doesn't have the MVPs. He has the 2 Super Bowls, but 0 MVPs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Drew
very.
Brees has a Super Bowl, but no
No
MVPs. Like,
MVPs,
you
which is
gotta really
crazy to me.
he
Yeah, but
starts getting up that list.
You got Brent Favre who has like two.
Three or four MVPs, one Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think he might
Aaron
got 2 Super Bowls.
Rodgers.
He might got
Hmm.
2 Super
No,
Bowls.
he only had the
Aaron
one
Rodgers
when they
has
lost to
4,
Minnesota.
right?
And then he
Yeah,
lost
Aaron
again.
Rodgers has 4. Aaron
Yeah, I was
Rodgers.
saying
And
Aaron
one
Rodgers
Super
has 4
Bowl.
with 1
Aaron
Super
Rodgers
Bowl.
already
Yeah.
a top 5 quarterback of all time. That's like we don't even got to mention like the Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning. It's even arguably hard to say that he's better than Drew Brees already because Drew Brees is still like the passing leader in all of those stats. Like he
But
was,
Drew
True.
Brees would have 0 league MVPs. Lamar would have 3 in an era with Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and Patrick Mahomes.
I mean,
There's
he was.
really no excuse for Drew Brees.
I mean, what do you
Yeah.
mean? He played in the era with Tom Brady, Peyton
With
Manning.
Tom Brady, Peyton
Which is
Manning,
exactly why I listed the
yeah.
quarterbacks I listed.
Yeah, I mean, it's just. Oh, I see
Are
what
you
you're
saying
saying.
they're
Like you saying
slouches? Like I'm
comparable.
confused. Like
No,
Yeah,
he's
it's
not.
terrible.
Yeah, no, no, I see what you're saying. You comparing them like Drew Brees didn't win any, but Lamar did.
Mhm.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I can't say Lamar is top 10. It is argument.
It'll definitely be an
It's
argument for
definitely an
sure.
argument.
Josh
It'll
will have
definitely be
one
one.
too if he wins. Josh will start
Yeah.
having some top 10 to 15 discussion. I don't think he can get in the top 10 without an MVP.
It would
But
like
yeah.
if Lamar were to win this, it would be kind of like equivalent to like, I'm not saying that these are two of the same people, but like you remember when Dirk went on his finals run, right? In
Yeah.
2011, he
Yeah, well, big.
wiped
Yeah.
out Portland, he wiped out LA, he wiped
Kobe
out
and the Lakers.
OKC,
OKC,
he wiped
KD,
out
and
he
James.
he wiped out the Heatles. Like, I mean, it don't get no better than that, honestly. That's probably still one of the
Crazy
best finals
run.
runs I've ever seen in my life. I remember watching it at Will's house. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, Dirk was just
Crazy
going
work.
right nuclear.
Man, Dirk
Crazy.
was going nuts, man. Shout out to Dirk one time, man. All right, so let's just jump into it. So the Natty is Monday, right? So
Yep.
the Ohio State Buckeyes, yeah, all right, whatever. And Notre Dame.
No, we
Um,
have to talk about it. It's okay.
yeah, I know.
You know
And
what it
Sam's
is,
not here
man.
to scream OH in my ear the whole night. So
Go get it.
so
What you
huh?
yeah. OHO, man. You know what it is.
Anyway,
OHO.
so what are y'all's predictions on that for
I'm gonna
Ohio
blow
State Notre Dame
I'm
Monday
gonna blow these
night for the
boys
Natty?
up. We're gonna blow these boys up. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They're probably gonna smack them. They're
Yeah.
probably
Especially because I mean he's not a rookie coach. He's a good coach over there in Notre Dame, but he's not ready
Marcus
for that.
Freeman. Marcus
Yeah,
Freeman.
he's not
Yeah.
he's not ready.
Yeah.
I don't think he's not ready. I think the team's not ready. Like,
Um,
could you imagine Riley Leonard being a national champion quarterback?
That'd
it's
be
great.
crazy.
And then Will Howard is also like he's like on a historic run right now.
Will
He is.
Howard is on arguably the most talented team since 2019 LSU.
No, you're right. You know, you're not wrong about that.
Mm, mm.
But he still, I mean, who won the Heisman that year? That quarterback, right?
Joe Burrow.
Joe
Oh,
Burrow.
man. Quarterback's gonna get like I'm saying. He's on a historic run. When you have weapons around you, you're supposed to win. And that's what he's doing.
Agreed.
Yeah. Yeah, I talked to my brother earlier, just catching up with him, and he had talked about this natty coming up, and he was like, "Man, Ohio State about to beat the dog shit out of them." I was like, "Damn, like you ain't got no
You know,
confidence in Notre
Ryan,
Dame,
they got way too much to lose if he loses tonight.
Yeah,
boy." Woo.
he'll probably get fired if they lose. He'll
Well,
I don't
probably
think that's
get
fine,
fired.
well, hold
but
on, Wes, hold on. I mean, we
yeah,
have to ask the Ohio State fan
I don't
here.
think. Yeah, I don't think
Would
it necessarily
would
get
Ryan Day
fired.
get fired if he lost to Natty?
No, I don't think it necessarily get fired. I think it's more likely it'll be in the talks though. You better not lose. You better make it to the playoffs next season.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot lose to Notre Dame, bro.
You
It was
cannot lose to Notre
Georgia
Dame.
or like Texas or one of them schools.
Right.
It's like, all right, cool. But
Yeah.
no. You better not lose to Notre Dame.
The
No,
independent school at
I
that.
don't think we
Independent
lose.
school.
I don't think we're losing at all. I think this is about to be a complete blowout.
Yeah.
Score
I
prediction
think
right now.
Jeremiah
Go.
Smith takes over.
But yeah, but especially I think Jeremiah might actually be able to go off. He don't got nobody to really guard him like that.
Hmm.
I'll go 41-20 Ohio State.
Yeah, that's literally
I'm telling
something.
you, belt the ass, bro. I really think this about to be belt the ass.
Yeah, it's gonna be better. It's gonna be.
41-20. That is a score.
Uh,
Jesus
We're gonna
Christ.
this
come
is
out
what's
hot.
gonna happen. It's
We're gonna
gonna
come out
start
hot.
off slow. It's gonna start off
Mm-hmm.
slow because Ohio State gonna be too amped up to win this game. It's gonna start off
Mm-hmm.
slow, right? You gonna think Notre Dame in it. Then a turnover is gonna happen, and all hell gonna break loose. It's gonna be over with after that.
I think the opposite is gonna happen. I think we're gonna come out smoking 14-0. I think they're gonna be nervous and they're gonna throw a pick on their first drive.
If he throws a pick, the dam is gonna break. It's
Yeah, yeah.
over as
I
soon
was
as he
about to say if
throws
he
that
throws a pick
pick.
on the first drive, that would be
I think he
nuts.
throws a pick on the first drive or a fumble on that first. They're gonna turn the ball over on that first drive, and we're gonna take it to them.
Yeah.
It's gonna
I
be
mean,
bad,
you got a
man.
point.
I mean, well, you could
Yeah.
ask Cameron Williams about that at Texas, dog. I don't know what he was doing against Jack Sawyer. That was
Yeah,
confusing.
I don't
Yeah,
either.
man.
But in the meantime, OKC is playing Cleveland again for the, I guess like the second time in what, like a week almost. And
Yeah.
OKC is putting them
Yeah.
on them, boy. It's 87-54 OKC in the
But
third
then
quarter.
me and you, Ever, didn't me and you talk about this like on the party chat? It was like, bro, they're gonna like exchange games. Like, I don't
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
foresee no one beating each other twice.
Exactly. Easily
Well,
gonna.
Evers had a good point saying that, OKC is doing this without no Chet and no Hartenstein. Like,
Yeah.
man, that's
No big,
impressive right there.
and that's all literally Cleveland has is big men. So it's
Yeah,
very
Yeah. OKC
yeah.
is one of the best defensive teams in the NBA, man. Like they can lock you down.
exactly.
I think what I like about OKC is just like you said, Wes. They're one of the best defensive teams, but it's like when somebody gets hurt, it's like next man up, next man up. They
Yeah.
have guys that can just defend at a high
Yeah.
level at damn near every position,
Yeah.
and that's really hard to beat. It's really hard to beat.
If you're
Yeah. They
Sam
do.
Presti, did you make a move at the trade deadline to like bring in
Uh,
another big potentially?
I wouldn't honestly. I mean, it's
It's,
it's kind of it's kind of
it's
like the
running.
Rockets,
They
right?
get
You
number
just
one
want
seed.
to you want to let them run.
True.
I
I
don't
just
know.
don't trust Chet coming back off that hip injury when he does come back. That makes me nervous that someone that tall and that skinny had a hip injury.
As long as they're steady winning, they don't have to rush them back.
True.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I was actually just thinking that they don't have to rush them back. It's not like OKC is like, in the hunt for the playoffs, right? It's not like they're like
Right.
that 8 to, or 7 to 10 seed or whatever, right? Like they're one for a reason. So worst case scenario, let's just say that, Chet is ready, and he's ready to come back. OKC can just kind of keep him on the back burner, let him get his conditioning back, let him get his timing back, and then maybe like a month or so right before the playoffs, let them get into some game conditioning, let them get some reps, and then hit the ground running.
Exactly.
No, I agree. I just fear for re-injury just because of his frame. I would feel the
Yeah,
same way if it was anybody else that skinny. It's just the way he's built. Like bone injuries is probably gonna be like his biggest issues. It's not gonna be no soft tissue stuff or nothing like that.
that's
Just
fair.
that's gonna be tall though.
Yeah.
Who'd you say?
That's because he's tall.
Yeah,
He's gonna have
that's
bone
true.
injury because he's tall. Like that's tall people usually have bone problems.
Yeah,
Mm.
but speaking of Chet though, I put this in the group. Did y'all see that boy Jaw?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
Ooh,
Yeah,
like
hey,
waiting.
yeah.
boy, I don't care if that didn't count
What
or
are you
not.
impressed? How impressed are you by that?
You said what?
I'm not like super impressed. I am impressed. It took a lot of guts to just jump in the first place.
You're not
Um,
impressed by a 6'2" guard dunking on a 7'4",
no, I
7'5"
said
big
I
man.
am
Oh,
impressed.
okay,
I'm
okay. I
not
was about to say,
impressed
what
with
you must be
like
crazy.
everyone's making it seem. I'm not impressed with everyone. Like one,
Yeah,
I'm gonna say, all right, one, I feel like I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Wimby already heard the whistle. He didn't need to jump like a full throw. And
Mm.
Josh went ahead and just kind of, oh, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take it and punch it on you. Two, he didn't dunk it. You just threw it in. Like nah.
Oh, here we go with this. All
so you didn't
right,
like
here
that
we
Blake Griffin dunk either.
Nah, I didn't, bro.
Great editing,
I'm
Willie.
not. I'm not
Great
impressed by
editing.
those. Yeah, I'm not impressed by those. Like you just throw the ball
Good
into the
job,
rim.
Willie. Come on
You said
now.
what?
Look at the picture. Like Wemby, listen, I don't care if the dunk didn't count or not. Yes, he might have heard the whistle, but as a competitor, even after the whistle, you're still in competition mode. So if you see some, it's like all the time whenever they people try to shoot after the whistle, you see Russ and people like block the shot at the rim. Like
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
But
Picture proven,
no,
Wemby tried to
no,
do
I
that's
something
get
and
it.
Jaw caught him.
that's a different thing. Sometimes these people don't want them to find their shot when they're shooting after the thing. That's why they hit the ball
Then
out.
what is this?
Yeah.
That's
Then
a
what is
dunk.
this?
That's not finding your shot. How you gonna find your shot in the dunk?
Okay, I mean your timing, like literally,
But
like
your
anything after the
timing,
whistle.
he's not a dunker for a living, Evan. He dunks every day. He's 6'4", 6'6", 6'5", or whatever.
He's
He can
he's
easily
six
dunk the
two.
Josh
ball.
He's
six
six
two.
two. Do not
Oh, okay, my bad. He's
do
six
not
two.
boost his height like that. He is not that
But
tall.
how hard is it? You're 6'2", 6'3", bro. How hard is it for you to dunk?
I mean, I haven't tried dunking in a while, so I mean, I'm not no John
Bro,
Morant fan.
how
Yeah,
hard is it for you
no.
to dunk, bro?
Back then, it wasn't that hard.
When actually, matter of fact, even answer this question. When you were an active athlete, how hard was it for you to dunk?
It wasn't that hard.
Okay, my point. We're
It
talking about
wasn't that
finding the
hard.
shot and finding the dunk. They do that. They do that after the whistle, so players can't find their rhythm and find their shot.
But my point is, even after the whistle, people are still in competition mode. So you can't tell me Wimby just didn't jump just for the hell of it. There's no
I
way.
don't think that's what
Bro,
he's saying, but I don't really necessarily know like why we are having this argument about it was how impressive it was.
yeah, that's
I
very
thought it was
true.
impressive.
Yeah,
So
I just
Because
feel
the
like I
problem
just feel
is
like the ball wasn't
like,
that
are you
person.
gonna play that on a highlight reel?
are you
No.
Probably not, because it didn't count.
debatable? But yeah,
Like you see what I'm saying? Like it,
yeah.
man, it
Yeah.
would be different if it was like some where Kobe went and dunked on Dwight or Scottie Pippen on Patrick Ewing. Then yeah, like that's gonna be shown forever.
Mhm.
But do you think this is one of those? Is kind of the question. So
Fair, fair. Well, all right. So to switch gears, Dion has been making some headlines about Dallas Cowboys head coaching opening. So what are y'all thoughts on that? Should Dion possibly entertain that, or should he stay in college?
I told you I think he should go. I think he should go to Jacksonville. Go home, man. They have a top pick this year.
no.
You can go home. I mean, I agree with you, Wes, when you said it earlier. Like, Chicago's got the Capri Sun.
Yeah, I'm about to say he got the
Uh,
Capri Sun out. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
um,
That's how you know I'm man. I have a Capri Sun.
yeah. I would do agree with you. Like, Shaq Khan is like he's not a good like football head as a owner. He kind of runs the Jaguars to the ground, but I feel like if Shaq Khan and Dion can get into like where he lets him do all the football operations, like let Dion come in and do his thing, I think he can bring the Jacksonville to like up. Like they already are overseas every year, so that's more publicity for Dion and everything all he's doing and what he's trying to accomplish. They have a top pick. You can trade Trevor Lawrence to possibly get another top pick and try to go get Shadur and Travis. Now you have your whole team in Jacksonville at home with you because you're from Florida.
Wes?
I think it'll be a very sound move. Now I do agree with Wes when he is about to say Shaq. The owner Khan is just a terrible.
That Khan is a terrible owner, bro. He's terrible. Like, part of the problem in Jacksonville is that they do go overseas every year. Like, if you're somebody that's an amputee like Dion is, that probably is on like blood thinners and other things that come with that, why would you want to fly overseas every year and then have to go coach a football game, then have to hop right on that plane and fly back? That can't be good for
Because
your health. That's why he
I
doesn't
mean,
do home
health
visits
wise,
now.
yeah, I mean, health wise, I feel you, but I do feel like what he's trying to achieve, like he's trying to express the game of football out to more kids out there. That's his whole thing. I mean, you do that better in college than what you would in the NFL, but he can get his message out on a global stage.
Mm-hmm.
He can, but you can also do that where? In Vegas. Everybody comes to Vegas, baby. What happened
Yeah,
in Vegas stays in Vegas, and it's more realistic for them to get Shador easier. I don't think Travis is really an option. That's why he said both of his sons, because he knows that Travis is going at 1 or 2. Like, he won't be
Jacksonville,
Right.
there.
where's Jacksonville at? Two.
Jacksonville's
Jacksonville, I
at
think,
2.
is either 2 or
That's
3.
two.
Yeah.
They're
Exactly.
at 2, and Tennessee's at 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Tennessee's going to take Travis.
I'm
No,
gonna double
Tennessee
check
is
that.
in the quarterback. Correct.
Who?
Oh, you're right. I don't even know who.
Cam Ward or Shador? Who
No,
are
Cam
you going to
Ward.
take?
Cam
Either
Ward.
one of them at number
Cam Ward.
1?
Cam Ward. They're taking Cam Ward.
That would not work out well.
I mean, they're gonna do it though. They need a quarterback. They're
I
gonna
don't
take.
really think that's a very smart decision for them to do, just simply based off the fact that like they only have they have a good defense, but what are you going to do to support a young quarterback? You know, you have Will Levis there. Tony Pollard's getting older. Spears is getting hurt. You should either draft Travis, trade the pick, and get more offensive line help and keep building the line, as opposed to taking Cam Ward. You don't get Cam Ward
Now,
annihilated back there.
and that was another thing. Just like you said,
All
trade
right.
the pick. They can go get Trevor Lawrence, and you trade
They
the pick for
could.
Trevor Lawrence.
You're not going to
All right.
trade in
So
division.
Yeah, you're right.
Tennessee is 1. Tennessee's 1. The Browns are 2. The Giants are 3. Patriots are 4, and Jacksonville's 5.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no
Yeah,
way.
there's no way. There's no way they get jumping up to. I thought Jacksonville was way more up there. Well,
Um,
Jacksonville, if they can make some trade pick swaps or whatever, then they can possibly get both players. Because if you can get off of Trevor Lawrence, you can get a first round. You can get a top pick for Trevor Lawrence. One of these teams will bite for Trevor Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
And
If
I
For
anybody's
think
gonna
sure.
jump up, it's the Raiders. The
it's
Raiders
the
can
Browns.
probably
No,
go up there where
the Browns
Cleveland's
too.
at.
The Browns too. They can jump and go get Trevor Lawrence.
No, there's no way the Browns are gonna do that
The Raiders are
unless
6,
they
just
get that
FYI.
money back from
Yeah,
Deshaun.
yeah,
Because
they're
then you
trying to
would have Deshaun's
reconstruct.
contract and Trevor's. That's not you
Yeah,
can't
yeah, no,
have that.
they're trying to reconstruct Deshaun's contract right now. I think they're already in talks about trying to do that because of his injuries. But if they
Yeah.
can reconstruct that his contract and try to go get Trevor Lawrence, I would not see no reason why like they couldn't get off go get Trevor Lawrence.
I feel like that's where Trevor Lawrence's career would like go off the rails.
I mean, not really.
I do because I think that defense is getting older and they don't have like the same caliber of
Yeah,
weapons they
yeah,
had.
no, you're right about that.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Like
But I
Miles
don't think
Garrett
Trevor
only got
Lawrence
so
is
much
that good,
left in the tank.
to be perfectly
Mi-
honest with you.
Miles Garrett got only so much left in the tank.
I would like Miles to get out of there.
He should have been out of there, honestly. That's just my
Yeah,
I
opinion,
have the perfect spot for him to go to.
yeah,
which is
franchise tag.
where.
Atlanta. Boy, do we need a pass rusher in the worst possible. Think about it. Mike, if we trade that first round pick for Miles Garrett, they probably do it.
I mean,
They need the picks.
you're not wrong.
Yeah, you're not.
You're not wrong.
Falcons, if y'all want to give me a 10-day, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah. Falcons, hit my man up. He can be the GM. He can run the team.
Yeah, only a 10-day though. I ain't sticking around after 10-day though.
All right. Is there anything else that y'all wanted to cover? Will, is there any announcements from you, tech and audio guy? You got anything you want to say?
Nothing really, man.
You
Keep up the good work, guys.
this guy got the picture in the background.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Like,
You've been switching it the whole time. It's
no,
been
yeah,
funny.
yeah. He has been. Well, I guess before we go, Everest and Wes, how's the NCAA league coming along?
West was almost cooked the other night.
Don't start because that game wasn't about to be close. It was 21-10, started the third. I had the ball. I was driving and the game booted both of us out.
That
So when
is
we had to
Oh,
restart, it gave him all the momentum back.
that is very true. But and
I
then
had
I
a
was
fat boy pick and a kick return touchdown, bro. I was mad. I was really upset.
but West like season is still alive. He took some losses early in the season. I took some losses earlier in the season, but I'm still like undefeated at my conference. West gonna end up having to battle out his conference. I've
Huge
heard
game tonight.
I should be making the playoffs. Oh yeah, he will be playing tonight. We'll try to get that stream up and going so everybody
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah. Share that, Wes. Because I definitely want to check that out. But I also, at some point, need my rematch from you, sir, on our 2K league. I need my rematch.
Oh yeah, built to ass, man. Y'all know what it is, dog.
It
Built to
it
ass.
wasn't really built to ass. I mean, my game was lagging, but I'm not gonna make that excuse. It's all good.
Never.
It's
There
it's
was
all
a certain
good.
point I was up by 17 points, but
Yeah,
we're not. We're not. All right,
It's
whatever. It's
it's
I've
all
been
fine.
trying to
good, man. It's all good. It's all
that
good. I'm gonna
internet
see you
for it.
again. I'm
We'll
gonna see you
see.
again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll see. But all right, I think that's all the time we have. Because I mean we are running low on time, so it's actually perfect timing. So
And my laptop
um
about to die.
yeah,
Yeah,
so there we
my
go.
phone is
So
on.
so hopefully, we can get together next week hopefully with this snowstorm. It's not too bad, but we're gonna go ahead and sign off. I'm Evan.
If
West.
we out.
Willie,
Peace.
we out. Peace.